Show yourself, child.
Hello and welcome, y'all. Today I am here taking a look into the game Dune Awakening. So I have been playing the Dune Awakening closed beta, and some of us creators are finally allowed to talk about it, which is awesome. And I'm so excited to be here, being able to go through some of this stuff with you guys. Again, I'm excited. We're going to get into it. The first video here I'm going to look at is going to be about the building in the game, because for those of you who keep an eye on my streams on Twitch and an eye on my YouTube videos, you know I absolutely love a game with a really good building in it. We're gonna look at that first, but I do want to mention that everything you're seeing here in the video that I'm posting now and in the videos for Dune that will be coming after this one from me, they are not my my playthrough. This is not my character. This is video that Funcom has provided that some of us creators are allowed to use to make videos off of. Keep that in mind. This build that I'm about to go through with you guys in the building, it's not specifically my beta character, but we're still going to go through it. We're going to take a look, and I'm going to go through some of what you see and some of the building options and things like that. The first thing you notice is placing down that land claim. So that little box type thing that was placed down, that's going to claim your land. And if you also notice, you see kind of the hologram looking square outline, that's showing you where your territory limits are. So it'll show you how high it goes, it'll show you how low. In this case, you can't see the bottom because it's under the ground, but if you were to build higher, you'd see that bottom area that shows you your limits. You cannot build outside of the limits of your territory. Even if it's just having something hanging off, it will shut you down. So make sure you stick within the border and you should be fine. As you can see here, this player is putting down pillars and then building off of that. You see you have a lot of different options there for the roofs and for the structural. You have walls, regular walls, inclines, and special items. The favorites tab is pretty cool because it basically pulls your most used in there. So I think that's kind of handy. So if you're using a few pieces going back and forth and back and forth, you can just go under the favorites and it's all right there and it's easy. I do love the look of the building pieces that are able to be used here in the beginning. Again, this is the beginning building stage. This is a brand new character starting out fresh. This is the first look of the building options in the game. The possibility for different building pieces, different styles is there, but this is it starting out. And to me, even just starting out, it looks pretty good. You just have to harvest a bunch of granite. You can start building. And the granite stone, it's easy to find. I mean, even watching this character play, every now and then when they pan around, you can see a granite stone right there. So it's easy enough to get and be able to build in the game right off the bat. I love the texture of the building pieces too. It fits right along with the dusky kind of sandy, just rustic feel of the area that you're in. You know, it fits along with the territory very well. So you have the kind of stone texture that looks nice for your roofing and your flooring here. You can even go with curved peaches? I meant to say pieces. Y'all, I don't know where peaches came from. Just ignore. Or scratch that. Nothing happened. Y'all heard nothing. You can make curved pieces, which is awesome too. Because there are a lot of games where it sticks to very boxy or squared building pieces, and a lot of times you can kind of finesse and finagle them into being more curved with triangle pieces and things like that. But in this game, you can legitimately build curved, which I honestly love that. It opens up so many more possibilities for creativity in your building structures. There's even proper curved rooftops, which a lot of games I've seen have the option for curved pieces. Don't really go well with proper curved walls or curved roofing. Like a lot of times they'll give you a taste of the curve, but you don't get the full, flexibility with what you can do with curved pieces. But in this game, you get the curved flooring, you get the curved walls, you get the curved rooftops. Like it all goes so well together, which is awesome. You have the option here, as you can see, for walls with these windows. You can get walls without the windows. So you do have to be careful though. The window walls will let sunlight in. So if you're not careful and paying attention to to your character standing in direct sunlight, they can get heat stroke even inside your building. So just to be cautious, it's probably a good idea to make sure you have some walls that don't have windows, like in this case right here where they do have a couple without, just in case. One really big thing that I don't know if you've noticed or not yet, if you've been looking at the different icons and text that are on the screen as they're building, you can build a blueprint first for what you're wanting to build and then fill in the blueprint later or as you get resources together to kind of see how what your imagination is going with the build will work out, and then you can put the resources into it to finish actually building what you are imagining. So like the green that you see that's highlighted here, you can go ahead and plop that down. It'll stay kind of like this hologram whenever you are in the build menu itself, like whenever you're actually building, and then you just have to walk up to it and fill in the resources to actually get it hardcore placed out into the world rather than just being that hologram blueprint. So it's really awesome that you have that option without having to go full, commitment into what you're building right off the bat. You can place these holograms, these blueprints down first. Now, when you do tear something down, you do get the full resources back. So fret not if you do accidentally place something that you didn't mean to, or if you decide quickly that, oh, this is not what I want. You can go back, you can destroy it, you'll get your resources back, and you can continue on building again. Just because you are in your territory, in your base, don't for 1 second think you are safe. As you can see here, the person playing is noticing the ships overhead with their searchlights. Even in your own territory, if you get that spotlight on you, you're in some trouble. So obviously I'm not going to go into what happens, but it's not going to be fun. So I don't recommend it. You see the spotlight, you hide. You stay out of it. There are other things that can happen as well when you're still in your territory. So you got to always kind of be on your toes and be looking out and hopefully not die, even in your own home. You don't have to build doors separately from the door frame. So basically when you put down a door frame, the door is automatically there. The doors in the game for the building sets are automatically opened and closed whenever you walk near them or walk through them. Unless you turn off that feature, they're just going to automatically work. So they're already attached together. You don't have to build anything separate to get your door to work, which is awesome. I kind of like that feature. I like that you don't have to build anything extra for it. That was kind of cool too. One thing I do like when I build in games is the option to have balconies or to have like these fence pieces that you can build. Right there, they plopped one down. You can have your balconies or have the fence pieces going on roofs or whatever you can imagine. I love that they have those smaller pieces as well, which is cool. You have little storage boxes that you start out with, like we just saw them plop down there, and then you have your generator. The generators are very important because without your generator and without the fuel being in the generator, your build is going to be subjected to damage from certain things. So sandstorms can definitely put a pounding on your building if you are not careful. Once you have your build, definitely make sure you have a generator and you keep that fuel going, or else it's gonna be pretty rough on your building there. You can kind of see the outside of the build here for what this player did, and it looks pretty good. They have the structure up on pillars. There is stability in the game with the building, so you do have to be careful and make sure that you have enough stability to support whatever it is you're trying to build. There are many crafting benches you will be making, but one of the big ones is the water purifier that I showed there a second ago, where you turn blood into purified water. That's going to be a lifesaver, so that's a huge one you're going to want to use. As you saw too, the player was filling blueprints they had placed for lights. So once you have your generator up and going, you can put lights out in your build. And they were using that blueprint feature, which is awesome. But that is all I have for the building right now in Dune Awakening at the moment. If you have any questions about it, or if you see anything that you want to comment on, feel free to comment below. Let me know your thoughts about the building in this game so far. Personally, I absolutely love it. I'm really enjoying what we've had access to so far, and I look forward to the next Dune video that I'll be posting and sharing with you guys. I'm glad that we can finally talk about this a little bit. So I do have a link on the top right to another one of my YouTube videos if y'all want to check it out. Don't forget to wishlist Dune Awakening on Steam. Please remember to like and subscribe for more, and y'all are amazing.